Oh, there you are, YouTube. Okay, so a few days ago, was it Father's? It wasn't Father's Day. Maybe it was just yesterday, 2 days ago. Regardless, not that long ago, but a while ago, recently. Why am I trying to explain this? I finally saw Uncut Gems, and man, that movie was good. I mean, I know I'm late to the party here, but that movie was so great. I am upset that it did not get nominated for Best Picture. Now the Oscars have said they're going back to 10 guaranteed Best Picture nominees, and I'm thinking, man, what if that was, last year? Maybe Uncut Gems could have been number 10. I mean, maybe not. I mean, maybe in my mind, yes, it was, one of the best, four movies I saw last year. And I just feel like, oh man, what if it could have been number 10? What if it could have been in there? That would have been a great Best Picture nomination. It is one of the greatest movies of last year, like by far, to me. And, you know, uh, uh, Adam Sandler, right? Where was he in the Best Actor category? He should have been there. Take somebody out. I mean, fine, keep Joaquin. He did great as Joker. I'll agree with that. Keep Leo, from Once Upon a Time. That was great. I don't know, Adam Driver, fine. I mean, I wasn't as into that movie. I mean, no, I don't know. I guess I was. Yeah, that was a good movie. Keep him. Okay, so I didn't see the other two movies. The Pain and Gain. That's not it. Pain and Gain. That's the movie with The Rock. Glory and no man. Anyway, Antonio Banderas, and the other one. It wasn't Hannibal Lecter, but it wasn't Hannibal Lecter. It was the guy from he was in Game of Thrones. He was in Pirates of the Caribbean. Anyway, the movie's called The Two Popes. Maybe we could have taken them out and put in Adam Sandler because Adam Sandler was so good. I think this might be his. I mean, it's his best dramatic role. He probably has better comedy roles. I mean, I really love The Wedding Singer, but this was his best dramatic role he's ever done. I know he hasn't done that many, but this one is by far his best. I mean, leagues above any of his other ones. Again, very few other dramatic roles, but this one is amazing. Also, the score. I haven't looked into whether or not the score even qualified. Maybe it didn't qualify, and maybe that's why it wasn't nominated, but it should have been nominated. It was probably, in my eyes, the best score of last year. I'm going to look it up real quick, see what else was nominated, and see if I think any of those were better. I'll be right back. Okay, the Joker score, fantastic. That one, if that one, it did win, but let's say Uncut Gems was also in there, I'm cool with the Joker winning. Also, 1917, that was a very good score, but I would put Uncut Gems above it. If it was between those two, I would give it to Uncut Gems. The rest, I don't think I care about. Ford versus Ferrari was not nominated for Best Score, and I would have nominated that. I think that was a fantastic score. That one was very good. I didn't hear many people talking about it, when nomination time was coming, so perhaps it didn't qualify for some reason. Or maybe they didn't like it, but I thought it was fantastic. So some of the best scores of the year for me: Joker, 1917, and Uncut Gems, which was not nominated, but also Ford versus Ferrari. That was a great score. But all I'm trying to say here is that Uncut Gems, and many people have said this already, and I'm jumping on this bandwagon, but I believe in it. It deserved more. It deserved Oscar nominations. I can't even say more because it didn't even get one. It deserved Oscar nominations, and it probably deserved wins, Or at least if, it wasn't getting wins, it could have been like neck and neck sort of contests, him and Joaquin. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? I think Joaquin would still end up winning that, but I mean, Adam Sandler was great. He deserved a nomination there. It would have been, part of that small group of people, those SNL actors that have made it to The Oscars as actor as nominated actors. I mean Bill Murray. There are others that are not coming to me right now. People like Dan Aykroyd and others. But I'm just saying, man, that movie was good and it deserved Oscar nominations. For me, I think picture for sure, and this is just me going quickly, picture, score, and Adam Sandler. Maybe editing too. Yeah, I'd give it editing. Script, yeah, I'd put it in there. I'd give it script. It kind of reminded me of, script-wise, the story of Job in the Bible, which made me, I'm trying to think of the movie, a man, some type of man. It's a Coen Brothers movie. I know the movie, I really like the movie, but a serious man, or was that John Ford's movie? I'm gonna have to look it up, I'm embarrassed. I know these things. I tell you, kids scramble the brain. You can't remember anything. Love them, but they scramble the brain. I had it right. It was A Serious Man. And I said John Ford. Obviously, I meant Tom Ford. Tom Ford's movie was A Single Man, so I did have it correct. Except for saying John Ford. I don't know why I did that. Tom Ford. Obviously, I know why I did it, because John, Tom, very close names. And John Ford has obviously been in my mind much longer in my entire lifetime than Tom Ford. And they have the same last name, so that's why I said it. But I know the difference. That was an accident. Again, brain scrambled, raising twins. That's part of why I'm doing these vlogs. That's another reason, just to have physical memory I can go back to, because it is just scrambled up here. I can't just come up with a name right away like I used to be able to, or a year, or a nominee, like it's so scrambled. Thank goodness for IMDb, because I've had to use them so much more than ever. Maybe it's an aging thing, but I think it's a having kids thing, because it hit quick. Anyway, Uncut Gems deserved Oscar nominations. And I think that's going to do it for today. It's an Uncut Gems vlog rant on it needing more Oscar. I keep saying more. It needed Oscar nominations. It needed at least a single one. It didn't get any. Fully overlooked. Why? Uncut Gems is great. And it kind of hurts at the end. You're like, oh, just like A Serious Man. The whole time you're watching, you're like, oh, come on. Oh, come on. Uncut Gems does the same thing. Oh, my. But, again, I think I've tried to end this thing like 5 times. But I will most likely see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.